Someone should be checking it to see if it actually starts, because I don't know if the stream key's right.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
But crap,
Okay,
I
it's
lost.
loading video.
Oh, I'm not running in the same resolution as you do, so that's why it's not going to be the same size and fit the screen.
Well, make sure that you have the stream muted, and that you're broadcasting our voices.
I am doing both.
It sounds like you're broadcasting my voice.
What's happening?
Okay, good.
Why do I hear? Who's playing it?
Oh, the stream's live now, isn't it?
Yeah, Cross. Do you have it open in the background?
Stream is live.
Yeah, that confused the crap out of me. Okay, I didn't know it was on.
God damn it, Yoshi. You know I hate you.
Well,
Everything you stand for.
This is why he isn't paid. I mean,
he stands for us.
Does he stand for us? I stand for handsome. I don't really stand for myself. Just mostly handsome.
Well, he is moderating in our chat, so you know.
Well, I screwed up that promo. Whatever, it's going up anyway.
Why didn't you mute us?
Huh?
You could have muted us.
Well, you guys, that's why I screwed it up. You guys were muted because I reverted with a different program.
Oh,
than I normally
okay.
So whatever, I just cut out the part where you were talking because there was just dead silence.
Okay.
So yeah, is this things? Sorry, I'm distracted.
What are you talking about?
I'm distracted. I'm distracted.
Okay, that sounds splendid.
I added. Okay, there we go. Now Yoshi is a moderator. I don't know why he didn't have it before, but whatever.
And I made a Twitch account, so now I can actually talk. It's great.
Holy poop!
Yeah.
Milestone in the Waiting Queue history.
That's great.
I'm gonna say.
Hey, it's Nero guy.
Awesome.
Nero, hey, how's it going?
Okay. I forgot how to do. Oh, there we go.
Too many. Everybody. So we're unprepared.
Well, I thought I had slightly more seconds.
Slightly more seconds. Would that have made a difference, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, look, I had to alter the picture for this for no reason for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why you wasted so much time on that.
Because I have weird graphic design urges that aren't sated ever.
I understand your pain.
Do you?
Kind of.
Well, you did make all the graphic design for this podcast, so you probably do. Like, I can't sleep. I'm a designer.
Oh, I could have slept and just didn't want to.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, Relic, are you ready to get going?
We're supposed to have already been going.
Oh, we've been going. This has been quality all the way.
So much quality. Welcome, people from everybody's channel.
From Cross's channel. That's about it.
I was going to say
Let's just not mince words here.
They're from your channel. Yoshi's from your channel. I remember back when Yoshi was but an egg.
I blocked Yoshi because he's not human, and I'm extremely
All right, but
racist.
see, you blocked him, which means he's from your channel. There we go.
Oh, God.
It's not quite the logic I would use in that.
Yes.
No. I'm just accidentally clicking on another link. Okay, what topics do we have? I need to reload the stream here.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, we have the SOPA thing, if you want to start with that.
Sure.
That's the
Did you
thing
hear
that
about
freaks
this
me out
Relic?
most.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and talk about it, because I'm not really that interested in that topic.
Really?
Okay.
But it affects all of us.
Yeah.
It's like the other times these things have come up, that it doesn't really matter to me.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Defeated.
It doesn't matter to me because there's nothing I can do about it. You think
Oh.
I could call up my own representative, who, by the way, is Bill Schuster, and be like, "Hey, Shoesman, why don't you fix this for me?" No.
You should, because that would be amazing. That would
Well,
be so
you should
great that the
record the call,
secretary
too.
would probably actually send it to him.
No, he would be like, "I'm a corrupt, slimy bastard, because I'm Pennsylvanian," and that would be that. There you go. 2013, Pennsylvanians are all slimy bastards.
Relic does not represent the views of the Waiting Queue podcast.
No, but I represent the views of all Pennsylvanians.
Yeah,
so-
look, neither of us
yeah.
have been to Pennsylvania. I think we just have to take his word for it at this point.
Okay, I'll take his word for it.
Also, all Pennsylvanians are vampires. Wait, that's Transylvania.
Yeah.
Still, I would like to believe that it's related somehow.
If
Relic's
I
a
was
vampire.
we're not really vampires, we're just kind of sociopathic murderers, but you can go ahead and call us vampires.
It's close.
That justifies it to an extent.
Okay.
Now go talk about your little sopa while I cry to myself, and while my inner child cries to himself about the sadness of not being able to do things to stop this.
He's very traumatized, Relic, by the fact that he got turned into a vampire when
Well,
he got inducted into Pennsylvania.
Well, he's been traumatized by a lot of things, but
Yeah.
that's one of the more recent.
Yeah, vampirism's not. It
wasn't
takes
as
a while to adjust.
it wasn't as widespread in Pennsylvania until just recently. It started out in Pittsburgh. We kept it pretty contained, but
What, the vampires?
yeah,
Relic
doing a
got
good job.
Vampire hunter.
and then just boosh out of nowhere, it just spread.
You're a vampire
I'm
hunter
blaming
and a
Erie.
pirate and a little girl.
Look,
None
I
of
could
those
be
are
many
mutually
things.
exclusive.
Yeah, I'm blaming Erie though. They probably did it with their stupid. We have a great lake. We don't need to pay attention to the rest of Pennsylvania. Well, screw you guys. Vampirism affects us all.
But all right,
The
as far
Lakin's
as
going to save you.
all right, so SOPA is what is it? The Stop Internet Piracy Act?
Yeah, something
Stop
like that. It
Online
was around like
Piracy
2
Act.
years ago or something like
I
that.
think so, unless I'm mistaken. And basically, it would make it like I don't know if it was quite as severe last time, but it would make it a felony to stream content, which would of course affect all of our channels and our lives and everything else.
Isn't it
and-
for music only?
I don't think so.
Because the article I read on it said it only mentioned music. I don't think it mentioned.
Well, the first
Like,
version I
video
know
stuff.
was for video stuff as well
Yes,
as music.
Yeah.
First
Maybe
version
the redone version is, hey, it's just for music.
Well,
Let
I'm
us
sure.
pass it
I'm
now.
sure it's there. They would expand on it to go for other copyrighted materials.
Yeah, this is just to be
got
like,
pushed.
oh guys, look, this is so nice now, and then once it's in, haha, weasel our way, and now we can make everybody suffer for their transgressions of stopping us the first time. Damn
Well,
you,
I will be
Google.
honest. If it's just about music this time, I care significantly less. I
Yeah.
mean, I should care the same amount, but it actually doesn't affect me that much personally.
No, I care about it almost as much as the video game thing, and I'm sure Google would too, because you know how much that affects the Vivo thing, unless if that's of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god,
Isn't
NeuroGuys
that-
Vampire 2. Wait, what? Sorry.
Isn't that legit though?
Vivo?
Legit
Oh,
by
yeah.
the-
Yeah, I don't think it would affect that.
Okay.
Because that has the permission of all the artists.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what to say about it. It just needs to not happen. I'm just worried it's going to happen when people stop paying attention. But as long as people pay attention and, like, actually message their congressmen like last time.
It's so screwed up that they can keep on pushing through bills that are almost exactly identical to the other
Well, they
ones.
can keep on bringing it up, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
and most congressmen are dicks, so
Yeah, but fortunately, they're not passing anything at all, so this probably won't pass either, even if we don't do anything.
yeah, just by the basis of, oh my god, you're a Democrat. I
Yeah.
can't accept that. But
Well,
you
even-
proposed it last time. No, I didn't. That's some Democrat lie right there.
Well, was it a Democratic bill initially?
I don't know. I'm just telling you how the House runs today.
It's just
It's Republican versus Democrat and everything.
Yeah, nothing gets passed. Period.
But we can blame
Yeah.
Texas. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is a Republican bill because the Texas representative wasn't he Republican?
I don't know.
I know it was.
I don't know who
Smith.
initiated the original bill.
I think it was
I know.
Lamar Smith or something like that. The dude I hold a grudge against, jerk, trying to stop us from doing the things we do online. How dare you?
The internet, the best place in the world in some occasions.
Yes. Well, it must be
Others,
censored.
it's just- you know what they should do? They should just censor the YouTube comments. Like an age-gated thing.
Look, we can't stop online streaming, but we can censor YouTube.
YouTube comments specifically.
That might be okay. God. Actually, no. The thing is, most YouTubers, like, YouTube comments get a lot of crap. It's just most of them aren't. Well, no, that's not even true.
Most of them are just
I was gonna say most people aren't dicks, but like it depends on where you go. Because
yeah.
when I think about it, there are places where like 60% of the comments will just make you hate the human race.
Usually smaller channels get more actual comments.
Yes,
not
that's
just-
why I have to remember. I like most of my comments are good. It's, then you go to other ones. It's like, why are people this way? No, we're doomed.
Doomed.
I don't get it. Like, you can go to a video of like how to make a salad or something like that, and in the comments you'll see a religious or political or something else debate that makes no sense. Nothing
I like
to
it
do with the
when
video.
actual Jesus posts comments. It just says like
Oh.
Jesus Christ, and it's like, by the way, have you heard of things? That always amuses me, especially when it's Buddy Christ. But yeah, blarg.
But I don't see why there's so much like stop internet piracy or whatever, and yet there's absolutely no move to stop like I'm not talking like your standard death threat if I'm going to kill you, but I'm talking like the extremely vivid death threats. There's absolutely no online movement to stop those, but holy
That's
hell,
because
streaming! Oh my god! We're going to
Yeah, that's
Nobody's
not even gonna
pockets get affected by it.
And it's not going to stop piracy. That's the hilarious thing. Like, this
Exactly.
isn't going to stop BitTorrents. It's not going to stop the Pirate Bay. It's not going to stop Mega.
They're just going to
It's
fuck
from the-
over other people.
No.
That's from the people who want to make more money from the music that's getting streamed on the internet, so then they have to go out and buy an album or something if they don't want to have a felony on their heads.
Yeah, but they have to like realize like these systems aren't like they're failing. Like it's the digital age. You can't get people to buy your freaking CDs, and like your CD sales aren't going down because of piracy. They're going down because no one wants a CD player anymore.
They don't
want
understand that
MPs.
though.
Yeah, they're gonna go to iTunes. They're gonna go to like some place where they can buy a song for like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Like you can't just put these things in that. Like they honestly think they're losing money because people are listening to their songs on YouTube. Like
I guess.
that's not how it works.
I don't know. The whole SOPA and whatever the other one was called, all that's just dumb and
Yeah, HIPAA or something.
absolutely illogical in their execution.
Mhm.
And it
Well,
just
that's
shows
'cause-
you that we have the most quality in our government of how they can do things.
Mhm. And
Just-
apparently they
Oh,
have tried to do these measures in other places, and I don't think they passed either. I think there was like a European one.
Yeah,
and then
but I bet
people
theirs
flip
at
their
least
shit about
was
that.
very clear about how they're going to do it. Ours is all behind smoke and mirrors because that's how all of our Congress works.
No, I'm sure it was something along the lines of SOPA because people got really up in arms about that. Wanted to stop that too. Yep.
It's just dumb, and I don't really see it succeeding as our Congress currently is. This is the best time for this to come back. It's
For
not
nothing
gonna
to
work. It's the House is divided.
Mhm.
Thank you, House, for always being suck. You
Yeah,
serve
well,
our
that's
interests better that way.
Government, man, it's so good.
Alright,
Well,
so,
it's good when it doesn't work properly because then nothing stupid comes out of it.
In our
nothing
favor.
good comes out of it either.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll take the drawback of nothing good coming out of
Yeah,
it. if nothing
I'll
bad
take
comes out.
that too because I don't want this world, this country to be.
I just need them to. There's just certain things I need. No, the things that I need changed are never going to be changed because the systems are in place to like screw us. I'm just cursed constantly. But like, never mind. I don't know if I want to get into that. That's completely not related to anything.
You could
Well,
go
what-
right ahead, Cross.
what-
We have nothing.
No, they just need to change the way elections work. That was basically what my rant was
No.
going to go on, but it's going to last for like 5 minutes because there's
Show me
actually
a video on something.
yeah, no, there's things that could be done, like easy things that could be done to make elections actually represent the people's will. But that's not going to happen because that would make it so that congressmen would have much shorter terms because they'd actually get voted out constantly, and they'd actually have to do what people wanted them to do.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's
oh
just a
man, Congress
terrible
representing the American peoples.
I
couldn't-
Slow down there.
It doesn't work like that.
I couldn't let that happen.
You personally?
Yeah, I would have to. I'd be up in arms. No, that's how it should be, of course. But
The Pennsylvanians will rise.
no,
Them
you know what?
vampires.
Pennsylvanians should be the only people excluded from this because Pennsylvanians in general are kind of fucking retarded. And I'm a Pennsylvanian. I can say this. They can drive, but they can't do much else. So it's like the opposite of LA.
Yeah, but they can fly with their bat wings, and they have a lot.
They can
of
just
power.
turn into a bat. So
for 12 hours. of our 24-hour cycle. They're very powerful, but
Oh.
they have to go back in their coffins.
Fine, we can vote in the night shift. That's it, because our intelligence is probably up by then. But other than that, I don't think we should be able to vote. It's just not a good situation.
They don't have beds. They have coffins.
Are you gonna ratify the Constitution so your state can't vote? Reason, vampirism. Not technically allowed.
Vampirism. What the hell?
Only living citizens allowed to vote. And dead excluded.
Work fine for me.
But all right, we're probably done on that, right? That lasted.
Let's rush through these topics.
That lasted 15 minutes.
Yeah, but most of that was screwing around. As per
Yeah, what were we
usual.
talking about for like nothing?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that was technically a fourth of the show right there. I don't know if that's rushing through.
Rushing through it. All
Russians.
the time. Russians.
Russians.
This
You know, I
just-
heard that the Russians were like burp, burp, and then they nuked us.
I don't think that happened.
I thought
That
for a
happened.
moment I thought you were gonna actually say something real, but no.
Yeah, remember the time the Russians nuked us back in 1997? Like that
No, that was
sucked.
actually about like
I was glowing for like 3
Time.
weeks.
an hour ago, actually.
Oh, well, I'm surprised the news didn't cover that one.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like this off little gem site. Now let's get moving on. to these
It
topics
was
here.
only Hawaii. We didn't lose anything.
That place was going to blow up anyway.
Those
all volcanoes,
volcanoes. And if it didn't blow up by volcanoes, well, once those glaciers melted, it'd probably just disappear anyway.
That's why they got to get
Oh,
more
well.
turtles to hold the islands up higher. Because the turtles are really overworked.
Let's get some floaties that you put on your upper arm. Just put it under the island.
It's
Dude,
really
There we
big.
go.
Any
That's-
story where there's a giant island on the back of a turtle is just awesome.
Mm. All right.
Those are the
So
best
did you want to talk about the Awesome Knots thing, companion? That's going to take that long.
Oh yeah, Awesome Knots DLC is on Kickstarter now. Let me actually look up the DLC for that because I lost it. So then you guys can go on the Kickstarter and see if you want to vote for it or something.
It looks pretty amazing, actually.
But yeah, the gist of it is that they have a DLC thing on Kickstarter. They're kickstarting DLC, and they can have just so much cool stuff on there. It's amazing. Here's a link to the Kickstarter. I'll post it in the chat for those that are interested. And
Give
the
them
gist
all-
of it,
Do they
Is
potentially
that-
have a DLC that says well-balanced game?
well,
No,
it's
no,
probably going to
it's not.
become really
Damn.
unbalanced because they're adding 3 new characters, 1 new map, a spectator mode, twin stick controller support. So that means right now, as it is on Awesome Knots with the control, like the controllers that you play with, you move and aim with the same stick. for a
Wait,
controller.
seriously? That's how it works?
Yeah,
That's
which is
That
it's
is
really
pretty
janky.
terrible.
what the hell? I always assumed it was like twin stick. What the hell? How did Kenobi play like that?
It's pretty terrible,
Well, he's
especially
making
when you're
sense.
playing
So
a ranged character.
He
That
usually
means you
plays
can't
Skull
shoot
Shield.
behind. So you can't shoot behind you and walk, basically.
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
You have to stand still and start attacking.
Okay, well, the worst thing for that is that this game with Awesome Knots was made for the console first. Like, there's no reason for that.
That's how it was
crap.
on the console too. And to move down a glass platform, you have to hold down the stick that makes you aim and move. Hold it down, like press it down, and hit A, and then you drop down.
I didn't know that. That's terrible. So basically, this is DLC to make it the way that it should have been in the first place.
Well,
That's terrible. I never knew that. Oh, I'm never playing the console version. Done.
You weren't gonna play it anyway, so
Well, your face. Well, yeah, that's true. But now I'm actually boycotting it as opposed to just not doing it because I wasn't going to do it. So
no, I wonder if they're gonna have dual stick support on the PlayStation 4 version
Ugh.
because they announced Awesome Knots is coming out on the PlayStation 4, which is amazing. I
Interesting.
wonder if they're gonna have dual stick on that.
Well, screw the people that bought it on the other console. You're never getting those other characters.
You're never getting those updates.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the backer at? They're already at 1,771,000. I mean,
Wow, that's a lot. Jeez.
$1,771.
which
Yes.
is about, when Megan Companion looked at it 15 minutes ago, it was only at 1,000. So I think they're going to at least make their goal. So that's a good thing.
And they have 29 days to go.
Mm.
So that's amazing. If TGS advertises it or Polaris, then they'll probably get up there.
Mm.
Yeah, and then there's stretch goals also. I wanted to mention those real quick. At $200,000, they have a new map and music that they could also add, which means that with the DLC, if they get the stretch goal, they're going to add 2 different maps. And they have custom games at $270,000. At $380,000, they'll have replays and infinite spectator modes. So that means every game that you play, you can go back and watch and look at it from different people's perspectives, which would be awesome.
Yes.
At $415,000, new character and music. So that means 4 characters released if they get to that stretch goal. At $495,000, level editor and Steam Workshop integration, which is amazing.
Good. Things. The only thing that matters is the replay mode and the spectator mode. That's all I want.
But what about at $530,000 new character and music? So that means 5 characters.
I'd prefer we'll balance the game.
It's a MOBA though. Like it's every single time they do anything, it's going to be unbalanced a bit.
Well, it's still unbalanced as it is because they refuse to nerf Froggy for whatever reason.
Because he's the main character. He's the Froggy G.
You can't just arbitrarily be like, all right, let's make these characters suck and leave Froggy always alone.
It's like Dragon Ball Z. You have to make the Saiyans more powerful because they're the main characters, and you have to make Cloud more powerful because he's the main character.
But that doesn't work for MOBAs.
No,
But he should be able to. Froggy should be able to stun you for about a minute and then kill you.
And then you should just not be able to do anything.
Froggy should be able to summon a tidal wave, and then all the other characters drown.
You know what's amazing is that they, like in the beta nuts, they actually tried testing out snaring instead of stunning on Froggy's dash, and they immediately reverted it in like an hour, apparently.
Huh.
So did the snaring work, or? Oh, you mean like snaring on, like Froggy snares instead of stuns? Okay, I got it wrong.
You know, like holds you in place, but doesn't.
Yeah, that would have been, man, that'd have been fun.
Mm. But all right, and the other thing I wanted to mention, even though like I already mentioned it before, is the Evil Genius petition still exists.
Yes.
And even if they got like 20,000 like signatures for it, I feel like it would still be doomed. But like we got to do something. We got just to go over it really quick. Basically, Rebellion, the company that owned the rights to Evil Genius 2, has been screwing around for the last like year, hinting that they're going to do something. And of course, everyone thought it was going to be Evil Genius 2. They're like, we shall now unveil our social game on Facebook, made by Zynga, who made Farmville. Enjoy. And everyone became extremely, extremely sad and started building, volcano bases and plotting their destruction. But that didn't work out because it cost money. So instead, they made a petition. And I believe they're trying to get 500 or 600 signatures, but they're not up to 200 yet. And when I first mentioned it, I did notice that it went up by like 30 or so, which is great. But I just don't have the reaching power to do any
if you were bigger, you would.
Yeah, I would need to be like way bigger. And I hope someone else pays attention to this because.
I'm gonna post in the chat, link to the petition. So if anybody wants to sign that.
Woo!
Did you? On my screen, you didn't.
Yeah, on my screen, it's a tie, kind of.
How
Mine popped up.
Are they just posted side by side?
Well, they would have been, but you know how like they both come up at the same time, though. So.
Mine is on top of yours.
No, his is on top of yours.
Yes.
Not on my screen. Damn
Your
it!
screen doesn't matter, fool.
Son of a... Oh.
Oh, yeah, I bet you. Yoshi even said it.
Well, I'll win the next bet. Well, whatever. As long as people look at it. But then, alright, this is a slight update, and I should have even mentioned this because it's just going to give false hope. But someone posted to the Rebellion guy, like, no, why Rebellion? You were the chosen one. You were going to give us the ultimate game. And the guy said, patience, young Padawan. So that could mean, now people are this is just all rumors and crap, this is why I shouldn't mention it, but I'm mentioning it anyway, to give people false hope. it's possible this is just like a test run. They went to the executives and they're like, "Oh, there might be interest for this game, so we do this and it goes well. So we can do the full one." Yeah. So this is why I'm put in a weird position because part of me wants to boycott the crap out of this and make fun of it forever, and the other part wants me to support it because maybe that could lead to an evil genius too.
Why would you want to support it though? Because then they'll just think, "Oh, this was a really good idea. I'm glad we made a social game. We should do that with board games."
Some ridiculous reason they already think that, and I'm just worried that, like, this is why, like, the fact that they're being so cagey about it is annoying. If they're just honest about their intentions, we would know for sure. But it's possible this is just like a test run to see if there's still interest in the IP. So I don't know. Or they could be trying to make money off of it and then use that money to fund the game.
Cross and I were talking about how it would work, and we kind of figured it out. Like, you know how you send out minions into the world to do jobs? You would send them out, and it would take like 15 hours, real time, for them to finish the job. And you could speed it up with a little extra currency.
Yeah, just pay $1, maybe your minions get back instantly.
Yeah, you know, you can just slip it under the table.
Yeah, and then you just have to plant all of your strawberries, and you come back in 5 hours, and you can harvest them.
It's like building
Well,
stuff.
There are costs associated with being an evil genius, and you have to feed your people.
Yes. Although the way we feed them is by sending them out in the world to punch like banks in the face and take gold, and then I guess we
but
that
you
money.
know
Oh my God.
that's too aggressive and violent of a standard. You need to feed them with strawberries.
Organically grown strawberries are the only food eaten in this organization.
And then when you hire people, like, you know how you hire minion workers, you have to hire your friends. You have to ask them if they can join your evil lair
Yes.
as a minion.
And then they can post signs on your farm. And actually,
I mean,
the base is
island.
really small. Like most of the landscape is just a farm.
Oh God.
Great.
And really, there's just like this tunnel that you can't interact with that your minions leave from, and that's it.
Yeah.
The rest of it's just a farm.
The rest of it's just farm. We farm your strawberries. Oh, that would be so trolly. I almost want it to happen. Like, they've already screwed with the community so much. I just want them to go full-blown insult.
It's amazing how anybody can still not be pissed at them.
Yes, there will be bees, Neuro, but they're only used to harvest honey. You can't use them
Yeah.
to attack.
No,
And
they're
it
not even
takes
used to
about
harvest honey.
24 hours.
They're just for pollinating the strawberries. That's it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can also make them pollinate strawberries, and that'll make them go, 20 minutes faster. I actually hope this is what the game is like. Not all those things Companion is mentioning, because those are what it's probably actually going to be like, and that's going to make me sad and not go anywhere near it. But
Cross Knights needs to do a Let's Play on this game.
Well, what if it's good? What if it's good?
What if it's good, but you need to take hours to do anything?
No, if they do the whole you have to wait for a certain amount of time, I'm out. Like, I'm out. I can't do that. I was addicted once, and I won't be again.
Farmville.
I played a lot of Farmville. I wasted large portions of my life on that game. But my
Why'd you
farm
delete
looked
your
fantastic.
Did you delete your account?
Yeah, but it's probably still there.
You can go back anytime, Cross.
If I installed, it would probably still be there.
You could relapse.
No, you know how you quit Farmville? You just delete it, and then you never think about it even once ever again. It's amazing. Because when I tried to stop playing, like, friends would still be like, I'm going to send you the sheep. You want the sheep? Ooh, I got a cow for you. Oh, this girl wants you to milk her cow for you. And I'm like, I can't stop thinking about this, because every day I get 5 messages about the stupid thing. So you just block it, and then bam, you don't think about it.
God.
But, no, you shut up, Yoshi. You've been eaten. You've been turned into multiple Yoshi burgers. I don't want to hear your things.
Yoshi burgers.
Yeah, that guy ate them. I don't know if he's talking to me or not. I just saw him say shut up. Whatever.
God, what do you need, like 22 more or something like that for the petition?
To get to 200, but they're trying to get to 500.
I thought they were trying to get to 600. Oh well.
I think he said 600 in the second message he sent me, but I just looked at the first message, and he said 500, so I don't...
This isn't going to do anything.
No, I know. Well, the thing is, I'm telling you, even if they got 10,000, it wouldn't do anything. The company's going to do what they're going to do. But if they had just said what they were going to do a lot earlier, this wouldn't have You can't just hint you just can't make little hints like that and do this to people.
They said something on their Twitter about we met with people and we talked about 4 games ranging from action AAA titles to free to play, and you should have seen it then.
Well, no, but clearly Evil Genius is the AAA, right?
AAA.
Right?
They spent millions of dollars on it.
That's the thing. It doesn't need to be AAA. It's like people wouldn't even mind if it had the same graphics. We just want. And I saw a lot of people in the petition. They're just like, we'd be fine if it was just basically the same game, but the bugs were fixed. Because that game did have a lot of bugs in it. Whatever.
Well then.
Yeah, but that's that.
Now we have other things to talk about.
We talk about the thing that Relic brought up.
Okay, that's PAX shenanigans.
Yeah, well, not PAX specifically, but the guy who makes Penny Arcade.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about that, Relic, or?
Oh, I guess. This
haven't talked all podcasts, so.
He said things.
This isn't appropriate for all ages, so I'll just try to go through.
That's okay. Everyone
briefly.
cheers over age, right? Wink,
Companion,
wink.
did you read about it at all?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes this a little bit less fun. So, a certain person, pretty integral in the Penny Arcade hierarchy and the face of the company, long while ago he made a, implied rape joke and then turned PAX into a kind of a battleground by making and selling Dick Wolf t-shirts, has recently got himself into more trouble.
Wolf?
Yes, Dick Wolf, it's part of the joke.
Yeah, I didn't just randomly say that for Companion. That is.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why Cross Knight said add Dick Wolf to the topics.
To the topics, just random.
Yeah.
But
then I thought you were going to do it, and I was like, you probably shouldn't have.
But recently he's voiced his support for a tentacle rape card game that's not just like a little, one of those Japanese things that just fades away and nobody ever knows about it. This is supposed to be a mainstream game, and he publicly goes out and says this should happen, and when someone's like, this is a really bad idea, he's like, if it trivialized murder, would it be okay then? The best response. And further adding to this, he's recently, once again, taken to Twitter with genderphobic and homophobic comments. So
see, now I don't know. I didn't actually interpret them that way.
Spectacular. Cis? Is it because you don't understand what cis is? Or?
Can you send me the link again? I lost it in the calls.
Let me see if I can just put the link in the chat things. But were they? See, I didn't even know about the tentacle rape thing. So I didn't, the article I was reading was only reading about, his comments where it was just, girls have vaginas or something.
All girls have
something
vaginas
about
and things.
Transgender insulting or something like that.
Well, that was the comment, and people took that as to be transphobic.
Well, it was not really that one comment, it was the comments thereafter.
About Batman.
With how he put it off, where he's like, I'll call you a woman if you'll call me Batman. Things like that, and there was a lot of them that weren't really mentioned in that particular article. And eventually he's just like, okay, nobody talk to me about anything cis-related, because I don't want to hear it.
Now, what is cis?
What does that stand
cis
for?
And cis-trendered and cisgendered and cis-sex and things like that. I don't know what the actual words is, but cis is essentially a way of saying, if somebody's mind is male or female. So,
okay.
if someone acts to the same gender as the genitalia that they have. So,
and it's called cis.
I don't usually refer to I don't use cis as a lingo, because I'd rather just say transgendered or homosexual as opposed to the word that nobody ever knows ever.
I have never heard that word before.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
so
neither.
it's CIS. Okay, he wrote it there. It's just I can't read words that I've never seen before, so I didn't recognize it when you said it.
And there's also, that one community topic, which is pretty much like a podcast. They sit up in front of the community and talk about crap. Where a line from that was, any titillation gets called out as a sexist or misogynist remark and involve any antagonist race other than Anglo-Saxons, and you're a racist. He just pretty much says, hey, if you make anybody bad that's not white, you're a racist. If anything's wrong in this, you're a sexist or misogynist. It's no, stop being an absolute idiot. Well,
yeah, and I know they changed the description a bit to be they're just going to talk about people criticizing video games, essentially. Which is better. They shouldn't have been that specific, because that definitely made them seem like jerks. But, like, it does, like... I do feel like there's a little bit too much, like, criticization going on recently about a lot of crap that's just, like... The arguments just keep on going around in circles, and it just feels, like, hopeless. Like, no one ever reaches any common ground on it.
Yeah, but for him to say, you know, oh, we can't address any of this because this is the exact result of that. It's like, no.
Yeah, no, the way that the first description sounded, it didn't sound like they were going to have any type of meaningful conversation about it, but I think there are meaningful conversations to have.
Yeah.
Because I still go by the... Like, let's go with the whole Dick Wolf things. Fine. Like, I actually saw the comic that came from. Maybe they treat it like jackasses, but I still go with the fact that, like, if it offends you, don't read it, don't watch it.
Well, the thing was, it was
like,
a very small thing at first. Very few people cared, and then he was like, let's make it a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's when it pushed over the edge.
But is it, though? Because, again, just, like, don't buy the shirts. Like, don't support him, then.
Well, he was selling them at
to make the
PAX, so it was... If you were someone who had been raped previously... It's kind of an extremely offensive.
What is Dick
situation to
Wolf?
be.
What is that?
Go read the comment yourself.
I don't know if I should go with an accurate description.
We're not
of it.
talking about that.
Because I can't. I'm just not going to take part in this conversation because I don't know what Dick Wolf is.
We're not. I need to finish the conversation. But anyway, because of these comments and his repeated pissing off of everybody and everywhere, there's actually a lot of people who are, at this point, just not going to PAX or not even supporting like Child's Play or Desert Bus for Hope, which are charities.
Well,
wait a second.
I'm not done yet. You shut up.
Let poor companion finally wanted to talk in the conversation. You're shutting him down.
No, he can wait. I'm gonna give him time after this. I have to finish this part.
All right, go.
Okay, well, the other actual indie developers too have said that they wouldn't go to PAX unless they were if they weren't weren't already committed to doing it, and they're encouraging people not to go to PAX. So I want to know, and this will allow companion to be like, you shouldn't do that, but this is, should people still go to PAX and definitely participate in these charities because they're bigger than one man who might be making things uncomfortable for people, or should they not go? What's your guys' opinions on that?
Well, I think there's no reason why they should boycott PAX and charities, especially because those do so much good for people who need the help. And just because one guy who helped found the place says something stupid doesn't mean that you should be like, oh, we should stop doing stuff for them.
Yeah, and I would actually, if you're really offended by these comments, I totally understand you not going to PAX. That's your prerogative. The charity, I feel like, should be a separate issue.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. But even PAX, it's a community event. It's not like I wouldn't say PAX belongs to Penny Arcade. I'd say PAX belongs to the community.
Yeah, not at this point.
Like if you want to,
maybe years ago.
Yeah, I would go to if I was super offended by this. I'm offended, but I'm not super offended. So if I was super offended and I went to PAX, I could just wear a "I'm queer and I'm here" shirt or something. That you pretty much tell that person, fuck you, and you're still enjoying, being with the community. And if you're a transgendered game developer, you're making a profit from his own thing. That's kind of a slap to the face in itself.
Yeah, and I don't get the impression that he hates these people or anything. I just think he's ignorant. Yeah,
well, that's about it. But he still makes offensive comments and says really horrible things.
Well, he's not going out there to... I feel like he's not trying to be offensive.
No, but whenever it's brought up to him, like with the whole Dick Wolf, I'm going to make t-shirts thing, when it's brought up to him, he reacts horribly to it.
Well, is he just saying, I don't want to talk about it? Or is he...
He said, I don't want to talk about it after, a crap ton of, pissing on it.
I feel like that's the best way you could handle it right now, unless if he just went out and said an apology, which...
Well, the Dick Wolf thing was 2010.
That's a while ago.
I thought you were mentioning the next part of, this part, because this is the transgender thing.
This part was very recent.
The transgender thing, it was a whole day of him being... uber jerk to people, and then just being like,
well,
okay,
you should say sorry about that to transgender.
Well, apparently he donated, $20,000 to a charity related to something or other.
I feel like
I
that
don't
would
know
be
if
the
you read
best
that,
thing
Relic.
for him to do to get all like a bunch of to stop all the flat coming at him.
Mhm.
Other than that, or just start just not talking about it.
The best thing to do would have just been not make it a joke in the first place. But he's, as far as my knowledge, he's taking it better than the Dick Wolf thing because he's not making T-shirts and making packs be completely hostile to people.
Well, the thing is, I think the difference is that this was part of the comic, like the Dick Wolf thing. This is
Yeah.
just a weird. That's a weird word to say in a serious conversation. But yeah, the Dick
Yeah.
Wolf thing.
Oh, Dick Wolf.
That was part of the comic. I think that's different. So we merchandised it because people were attacking his comic. This was just something he mentioned on Twitter. Like this wasn't like
Yeah.
anything like that. And I still don't. I have to be honest. I still don't get what was so offensive about his recent comments. I feel like I'm missing part of the conversation.
I gave you like the shortened version, so yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's just Twitter. Like this is one of the reasons I hate Twitter. It is even like in these summaries, it's just very hard to follow everything. Like just the format of conversations of Twitter is an absolute mess. So I
Yeah.
feel like, and they always just take excerpts, so I still feel like I'm not getting the full picture.
Yeah, it's pretty well summary of why Twitter sucks.
Mm. But do you think that like no one should ever make jokes about rape ever? Is it like should there just be things that are taboo about comedy?
No, like I looked at the comic and it's like, okay, that was a little bit distasteful, but whatever.
But yeah, and I honestly found the punchline was a bit funny, and if no one pointed it out, I never even would have noticed anything.
But like making a T-shirt out of it after people have said they're offended with it, or for it. But okay, can we at least agree that like there's no reason there needs to be a mainstream tentacle rape game ever?
No, it should just be a non-mainstream.
Well, you're gonna get non-mainstream no matter what. But
yes, dude. There's some. Oh, never mind. I'm not mentioning that on this. All right. I've seen some crazy things. Let me just say that. Japan.
All right. So Cross is a very strange person.
There was on the Something Awful forums. There was this guy that used to review hentai games, and it was humorous. But some of them, I'm just like, oh dear. Even reading the review of this is weird. Yeah, there wasn't even pictures. It's like this is still weird.
But from my understanding, after reading the tentacle game in question that he was going to support, it's pretty much on like that hentai level of completely weirdness in a card game form.
Yeah.
So I know when I was reading it, I was just like, this just made me extremely uncomfortable.
Mm.
Like in the
So
first
wait, it's a
2
card
seconds.
game?
Yeah, it's a card game. Which is just
So it's not mainstream because
it's a
card
mainstream
games are mainstream.
card game because it's going to be sold like at stores, at convenience
There's no
stores.
such thing.
Okay, I consider mainstream anything that gets sold
Well,
in most places.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Then.
I doubt people. I doubt Walmart would stock tentacle rape card game if it had like graphic nudity in it.
Well, no, it just needs to be packaged right.
If it has graphic nudity in it, then they probably won't stock it because some kid would come up to it and be like, "Mommy, can I get a tentacle rape card game?"
Well, I don't know about Walmart, but I know a lot of places wouldn't. But Walmart's kind of one of those places that's just like, yeah, you know what? You're giving me cheap merchandise. I'll toss it onto the shelf. Why not?
Well, no, where everything, like every big store isn't going to allow that. Like people, like Walmart, Target, Kmart, other places like that, they wouldn't stock it. I don't see them stocking that if it had graphic nudity in it.
But that's not
It's
really
a
the-
board game.
But that's not really the big deal here. The big deal was that he wanted it to be, like, he wants this card game to be, not only made, but he wants it to be on the same level as a game like that, like Saints Row. A game that would trivialize murder. He'd want it to be on the same level as that.
How would it
more
get
like
to that?
a better example would be like Apples to Apples. Like that's actually a mainstream card game.
Okay, well, Apples to Apples doesn't trivialize murder. It trivializes a lot of random things, but
It can trivialize murder if
Yeah.
you fill in the blank cards. Also, if you get Hitler, that automatically wins like always. If someone pulls Hitler, it just wins in every category. Also, Michael Jackson, to a lesser extent, wins every category. At least when I play.
well, there's some great things that you can make with a Hitler card. Either extremely uncomfortable, extremely funny, or just extremely weird.
Yeah, very much. Hitler wins at everything.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't. this doesn't really affect my opinion on PAX or anything. The Dick Wolf thing, like, I didn't really have a problem with it. And I understand how certain people get offended by that, but, like, I don't feel like you don't have a right to not be offended in things. Like, I just don't like the idea of censoring anything.
Just because you're offended by it doesn't mean it should be taken down or something.
Yeah, but I don't think that was.
There's so many more offensive things on the internet. I don't see why people should be offended over that and not other.
Well, no,
things.
I understand them being offended.
I was about to be like, what the hell, companion? They should still be offended by stuff that's offensive to them.
But like, they don't have the right to like stop it, basically.
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
I know what you were saying.
Offended by it.
Yeah. But like, you're always going to offend something. But I think he just, someone attacked his comment, so he decided to, just like double and triple down on it. And we're like, oh, screw it. You're gonna make a big deal out of it.
Cross, you said you don't have the right to be offended.
I did? Wait, when? What?
What? Yeah.
Apparently, a Court Neuro guy.
I don't remember saying that. I'll have to check the podcast. I don't remember saying that. No, you don't have the right to not be offended. That's what I said. That's very different. And if I didn't say that, that's certainly what I meant to say.
Let's just alter the words a little bit. He said these words.
That's a very important. Sometimes when I write things, I do leave out the word "not," but I don't think I usually leave it out when I'm speaking. At least I hope not. It's like you don't have the right to not be offended, basically. Like you're not allowed to not like whatever. Is that really what I said? God, well, whatever.
Who knows what you said, Cross? You're a weird man.
Well, whatever. Preserve posterity.
So we're all in agreement that PAX and charities especially are bigger than one person, and no matter how big of a, like, even if he was like the world's even if he was Hitler, you would still support.
I don't know if I'd support the Hitler Expo that much.
Yeah.
Much.
But you would support a charity run by Hitler, depending on where it was going.
I would want to research that charity because I feel like the money wouldn't be going where it said it was going.
That was fun to not. I mean, child's play.
Yes, taking over the world shall be child's play with this charity. I hope Hitler sounded like. Oh, I'll see if he doesn't.
Would be amazing.
God, I digress.
I am Hitler.
No, but like these are way bigger than one person, and with something like this, I view this as offensive, but I view it as like a minor offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not something that's that big of a deal. If he was like, I kill babies and eat their brains, I'd be like, holy shit, man. That took a different dark place quickly. I don't want to go to PAX anymore.
Well, it depends. If they have pictures of him killing babies and eating their brains, then I wouldn't want to go there.
I feel like I'm being misquoted in chat. I'm just saying, I don't remember saying something.
I enjoy yelling at old ladies in Hilton elevators. Cross nights.
I really don't remember saying that.
Oh, I remember you saying that. You said it on your
Really?
Let's Play Half-Life 2, episode 24.
Aha!
Companion, if you're going to do that, you need to at least make it semi-reasonable.
Yeah, the unreasonable thing was not me yelling at ladies in the Hilton. It was me playing Half-Life. That was where it all fell apart there.
Okay, fine. On episode...
No, it's too late. The moment's gone.
Doom.
No, it's done. Doom! That's even worse! Oh, let's make a game where a bunch of demons hide in closets on Mars. Great. Thanks. That's fun.
Well,
That's literally all that game is demons hiding in closets on Mars.
That's the best game. I'd play it again.
First person shooter I've ever played.
guys, I think we broke the total, like the highest, our peak of viewers.
Oh, that's true. We're one over the previous record.
Yeah, it was 20, now it's 21.
Hooray.
Welcome, 21 people. We love every one of you.
Just no more, because then we'll bust and the dealer will win. We can't go over 21. We'll lose all of our money. This is very important.
I've got $500 riding on this thing.
Yeah.
It's my year's salary. So
well then we need one more person so that you can lose his money. Because if it's just Companion's money, I mean, honestly, if it's just Companion's money, not only is it expendable, but who really cares about it?
My money.
Well, there it goes. And Companion loses all his money, and Relic wins again.
And Chad has doomed Companion, and they don't know. They don't.
Well, I'm gonna have to move in here permanently with my grandparents. Damn it!
What have you done? Their internet is not as good as the previous internet. No killing people. It doesn't work. We've already busted.
Yeah. You can't just be at a poker table and be like, you bust, and be like, stab.
You can't
But
just
that's
like,
no.
it's ace and burn it. It's like, just back down 21. No, it works.
Isn't it though?
No, they kick you out.
How would you even
Oh,
bust
no.
after you get at 21? Don't you just win?
You would actually you would have to hit again. You would have 21 hit me. 22. Oh. Oops.
Wait a second.
That was unwise. But it's okay. Stab. See, the card is stabbed. No longer counts. 21.
Oh God.
That's what happens. Ah!
What?
Emoticons scared me.
Oh.
Okay. I think, was that all the topics we had? Or
Unless if Relic had any hidden ones.
Well, I have a topic that I could talk about that I haven't read much about.
What is it?
So Japan has great ideas.
Yes! I was
God.
hoping you would have some.
So there's a game. It's an RPG called Conception Number 2.
Please tell me it's not about childbirth.
It's about childbirth. But I don't think they handle it in the sense that you actually have sex. I believe that there's a special invention, weird thing, love machine, also known as a bed, where where you can take one of, I think, 7 heroines and make a star child with them. And the objective of this game is to make a city filled with star children.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait,
Game of the year
heroine
2013.
isn't a female hero, or are you doing heroin?
You play as a male, and there are 7 females that you can
Why not both?
make these star children with.
So no one does heroin.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But you
Yeah,
can make
it's fun.
star children with them. And if you get adventurous, eventually, you get an upgraded version of the love machine called the Bed Number 2, where you can make 2 star children at once.
Okay, I'm actually now interested in this, because this sounds like the Chow mini game at this point.
But with people.
Yeah, but with people.
Oh, and you can take your star children out and apparently give them cake and buy them ice
you
cream and
race
shit.
them?
Yeah, can you race your star children?
I don't think you can.
Can you put dog parts on them?
Can you fight them like Pokemon? Against other star
God,
children?
That would be amazing.
No, but I think there is a boss that they have to fight.
So there is fighting.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Do you get to fight like waiters and maitre d's and bank robbers?
I haven't read that much about the game. I just know that you get to make kids in this Japanese game, and you
No,
get to
Japan
feed
has
them
such
ice
great
cream.
ideas.
No, this actually sounds like a great game.
No, it doesn't. You can't race them.
Well, that's true. If you can't raise them, you have to raise your star children. Or what's the point?
And apparently, you can customize which accessories the girls wear, and sometimes they'll wear them into the pool for weird situations.
I don't know if you should elaborate.
Well, you just wear glasses into the pool. Nothing else. I don't know what your mind's thinking of. Pervert.
You said weird situations. And this is already a game where they refer to a bed as a super fantastic galactic love machine or whatever.
I'm sure it's not actually a bed, but that's what I think of when I think of love machine.
You should probably just send me the articles. Now I don't know what you're telling me is true and what's not. We're making things up.
Look, the bed part was fake, but everything else probably good. That's
God.
an article.
Okay.
Euro just posted in the chat
Yeah, he posted the
a
YouTube
link
video.
to Conception 2.
Oh my god, there's video footage?
Yeah, video.
Oh dear. Oh,
I wonder if that's the video where they attempt to give a girl ice cream and then one of them reaches for her chest. I'm hoping that's that video.
This game was made by Gabe from Penny Arcade. Okay, this
Goddamn.
this looks dumb. This was so much better in my head. Oh,
Why?
what? Well,
Why?
first of all, I believe Relic's lie about the machine being a bed. So that was already hilarious. And I was picturing the entire thing took place in like the shady hotel room. and that these children just like came out and then started flying around, and then they could like race them and go to the store with them and stuff.
The hell are you? What the hell's wrong with
And
your mind?
instead, it just looks like a visual novel game.
See, this is why I lie to him, because he turns things into amazing situations.
Why don't I just make games? Damn it! No, I don't want to make games. I'm lazy. I just want enough money to have people make the games that come into my head.
Oh my god.
That's it. I'm making Conception 3, and it's going to be much better than those.
Just steal the license.
Wait, okay, there is a picture of him standing around with all the creepy kids running around. That's the thing. And they're following him! Alright, now this is getting cool again. One of them has a gesture head! Never mind, I think I'm back on board. Why is there a big monstery thing?
Oh, I think that's the first boss.
Why is it following them?
Oh, well, maybe it's not. Who knows?
It was just chilling out with them. No, wait. Okay, so now there's a bunch of Star Children, and they're oh my god, the Star Children are beating the crap out of that monster. Wait a minute, this game might actually be awesome.
Now that you actually get into the game.
You
That's a big
guys,
door.
you guys should post this video when you guys post it on your channels. It might be necessary.
Just overlay the video.
No, this game is sweet. That dude has like 9 Star Children just following him around a dungeon.
Well, it's just so it's an awkward concept that you can just spawn in these weird people to help you, and they also run shops in the town. Like the little kid will just be like, you know what? I've reached my level cap. I'm gonna go open up a new shop.
Whoa, so
it's like Racketeer.
Oh, great.
It's like a mini game of Racketeer.
No, because they make like a guild, and then they'll be like, okay, this is the center place of. It's more like My Life as King. If you've ever played Final Fantasy, My Life as King.
No.
You can tell these little kids from this guild to go do things, and they will.
Child labor.
Eventually, yes, you get child labor. That's what I've read.
Is it forced, though?
Is it forced child labor? No, they're your children. They love you.
Yes, and they must prove their love by fighting monsters and selling objects.
Isaac, I'm sorry. You have not made enough money this week.
You don't get to eat.
I now love you significantly less than Isara. Deal with it.
You get 14 less love points.
You want this ice cream? Too bad it's going to Isara now, bitch.
And you don't get this gold star. Guess who it's going to? Asara.
Oh, man.
Just a very awkward concept.
I kind of want to play that game.
But no, I got what I wanted out of this. I got the Warped Cross Knights version out of this. That's what I was really going
Alright,
for
it's
in
still
this.
better in my head than that video, but that video was kind of great just seeing so many like kids be like, yeah, surround the monster, hit him with your clubs. I still need a racing mode though, and yeah, that's it. I need a racing mode.
But I've got everything I wanted to out of this. I am quite sated right now.
Oh yeah. I also
Problem is, whenever you mention one of these weird Japanese games, I think it's a good idea and want to check it out. Though that kissing one actually did legitimately look good. What did you say, companion?
I played Xenogears.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Oh no, not Xenogears. The other one, Chrono Trigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you find a copy of Xenogears?
How did I play it and beat it in like 24 hours? That
Literally impossible.
well. So that's a good game.
Yeah, it is.
Chrono Trigger.
Best game ever.
And I wanted
Robo's not
to
a
maybe
Cubitron.
talk about a couple things. He's a Cubitron. Robo is Cubitron.
He's not a Cubitron.
He's a Cubitron.
All
that-
robots are not Cubitron.
Should I just stop the podcast right now? Because is this what it's going to come to?
Yes. So robots are not Cubitrons by nature. There's no...
Alright, this is where we get to hurt Companion Q's feelings. That Robo isn't a Cubitron because he doesn't suck.
Yeah, that's basically what I said. He's smart and doesn't have to process.
Is he smart though? He has to process. He's the slowest character
he doesn't
in the game.
stop to be like processing in the middle of a sentence. He's
Yes, no.
not a Cubitron.
He's physically slow. He is not mentally
No,
slow.
he's an advanced version of the Cubitrons because they're way in the future, you know. So
No,
then they eventually
no.
evolve. And no, but when he's not talking, he has to process.
Guns,
what he's gonna say.
Cubitron is a robot the
It takes-
companion made up that has certain mental deficiencies
And you can
Like-
see Robo. Look up Robo from Chrono Trigger, and you can see a Cubitron, an example of a Cubitron.
No, that's not.
And-
no, stop the retcon. They didn't look like that.
You know, I
No.
asked him. I
No.
asked him if he was
No.
a Cubitron. He's like, yeah, I'm totally a Cubitron.
No.
I don't think that happened.
That happened.
Okay, well, you know what, companion? I'm
What?
gonna debunk your theory right now. Chrono Trigger, you see, was invented before Cubitrons.
It's not true.
It is.
Cubitrons
not
were only
true.
invented like a few months ago, weren't they?
Yes. They were invented because we played Master of Orion. He made a dumb class, and I told him exactly why his class sucked. It's because they have to process. End of story.
Yeah.
But this is way in the future.
Okay, if we have intergalactic travel, it'd be after that part, so Robo still wouldn't be a Cubitron. Like, wouldn't be an advanced futuristic Cubitron. I'm sorry, companion.
what
It's
if
just
we
not
change-
valid. Shut up. It's just not valid. You suck. Deal with it.
But you did like the game, and that I'm glad of that because you haven't played too many RPGs, right?
No, I've only played like Pokemon and I guess Chrono Trigger, and those are like the only two RPGs. But I wanted to.
Grade.
I loved the whole atmosphere,
Mhm.
and I might get into a little bit of spoilers here, so those people who don't want to be spoiled on the RPG Chrono Trigger, then maybe tune out for a little bit, and I'll post in the chat when we're finished talking about it.
Yes. And if
But,
you're more curious about the Chrono Trigger thing, you can see an entire Let's Play of it on my channel. Just search for Chrono Trigger and Cross Knight's Let's Plays.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry, I blacked out there for a second. Go on.
You went into plug mode. But I actually thought, when they first started, time traveling, I thought they slipped into a different dimension because I watched Sliders. I was like, whoa, in this universe, they never ended the war and it's still going on after so many years. Oh, that's great.
That is essentially the plot to Chrono Cross, which is why it's called Chrono Cross. So Chrono Cross deals with alternate dimensions. Chrono Trigger deals with time travel.
Huh.
That being said, I don't like Chrono Cross.
Well, but yeah, there's also, I love the whole atmosphere of the game, and I thought they shifted really well into other, dimensions and stuff.
Mhm.
But I have a couple issues with the game.
Mm.
One is how, just like there's this one part where you just switch so fast from one scenario to another. After you defeat the reptile people in 65 million BC or something.
Yeah, are
like
you
that.
talking about when the meteor comes?
Yeah, when the meteor comes, and then you just within 5 minutes you go from being in the very past to being in like some ancient sky civilization that people are just floating around in, and I'm like, how? When did this happen? This happened so quickly.
Well, that's time travel for you.
But no, we didn't. It happened too quick.
Hmm.
Too
Well, what
quick.
did you want? Did you want what type of transition would have made sense for a time travel thing?
They didn't even show. I was just in like some cloud civilization,
Yeah.
and there are people in robes, and none of them. They just acted like I was always there.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, when you travel back in time, people aren't nearly as suspicious as they should be at your presence. Like, I think the cave people are just like, huh, you're wearing weird skins. And the medieval people are like, yeah, actually, they don't have any reaction to you.
No.
But that was only 600 years ago. That's not too crazy. And I don't know, the Mystic people have seen like crazy crap. They have giant blue guys walking around with mouths that are bigger than your body. They're probably just like, oh, whatever. These guys are cosplaying. They have magical wind demons just flying around the place.
And then another thing I had problems with was the direction of the game got really crazy once they introduced the other like time periods. Sometimes I got really lost and I didn't know where to go. Like when you got the Muramasa,
Yeah.
Muramasa,
Muramasa, yeah.
and you have to bring it to Melchior or something like that.
Yes. He was one of the three wise men.
They mentioned the name once and they never mentioned it again. I mean, like they said the name once when you pick up the hilt, like the handle of the sword from Froggy's place.
Yeah.
Then they say, oh, it says here on the blade, it says Melchior. and then they never say his name again. Like the characters, I went all around looking for that name because I forgot it because I read over it.
Yeah.
And so I just went to every single dimension trying to find that guy, and I eventually found it. And that took me about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Gotcha.
It was just a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Like Milkior is introduced earlier on, but you can actually skip him.
I forgot
entirely.
about him.
He starts out in the fair at one point, and you can talk to him there.
Yeah, he's the arms dealer guy.
Yes, but good luck. Like, I wouldn't have remembered his name when I was talking to the random shopkeeper. Just give me my merchandise.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you're leaving the Mystic's place, you can stop by at his house, but you can actually just skip his house and not go to it.
Mhm.
But no, I understand that.
Yeah, but the directioning and all that, and then when I finally around the end of the game, I went into the Black Omen, but I didn't know that would eventually lead me into fighting Lavos.
Oh yeah, no, they don't tell you that.
Yeah, I wish they would have told me that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone in there that quickly.
You can just like blow up his head though and leave,
Yeah, that's true.
which is what I usually do. Also, you can cheat because you can destroy the Black Omen and then go back further in time and destroy it again. Like I think you do it like 4 times per playthrough. And you can get like infinite whatever. I played that game too much. I know how to break it.
God.
But all right. But basically, you like the game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Cool.
And I'm glad I played through it. And I spent my whole birthday playing it, just sitting on a couch playing that game.
Cool.
17th birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thanks for mentioning that. Like
birthday.
2.5 weeks late.
Hey, I sent you a Twitter message, so shut your face.
Oh, a day late, sir. So I don't.
Well,
even
how am
know.
I supposed to know? It's not like you told anyone.
Oh yeah, I never told you guys.
You did it. You did it.
I did.
You did it.
I did.
You probably did. Whatever. It doesn't. Did we lose Relic?
No, I've been sitting here. There's no, he was going
He just
over his
hates
own
us.
thing. So.
No, I understand. But all right, is there any? We're technically over time. Not that we need to end it if you don't want to. But
Yeah.
is there anything else you guys want to say or any interesting games?
I don't have anything to say unless if Relic does.
Relic?
No, I don't really have anything.
Did you happen to find 2 crazy things from Japan?
I usually have 2, but I'm
I
saving the
hope you
second
always
one.
find something crazy for Japan because every time I love whatever the hell you mentioned.
That is the objective. I actually am saving one for next week, so.
Awesome. Though I don't know if anything can beat Hey Fatty.
Probably not. Hey Fatty was just.
You kicked it off, man.
That might have been the best thing ever.
That was the
Look,
peak.
I had to come out swinging. Okay.
And if people don't know what we're talking about, you have to watch the backlog of the first podcast.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be a recurring thing.
Relic and I both have playlists of
Yes.
previous ones.
I wonder if anything little they want to put in, because I mean, we're over time. We probably don't want to go on for too much longer, but.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do any more with Sonic Adventure 2. Sorry, Doug. Sorry.
Well, I think I mentioned everything that I want to mention.
Yeah, I was thinking about talking about that weird French game, but I don't know how much I want to.
Oh, Bien Total TTT.
Is that a Bien Lotleti? It's the weirdest game. I'll just say really quick, it's the weirdest game I've ever played. I liked it. It is not worth $10. Ice Queen, I don't know how to spell it even slightly. Wait, and I don't know how to say it either because it's in French and it has all these weird like symbols above them. In fact, it's a word. Okay. Well, good luck typing it. It has like a bunch of like little schwas above it.
That's the name of the game I just posted in chat.
Yeah, I can't say that. I don't even know what those marquee things mean.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know,
yeah.
damn gist. I actually saw an article on that, and I was thinking about trying to play it when it comes out. The game Gone Home. It looks interesting.
Oh yeah, I saw Aaron Signal's video on it, which was surprisingly spoiler free for him. But he played the game before it came out.
Mm.
Yeah, it does look interesting. I don't think I'm gonna play it, but yeah, it looks like a 3D exploring. It's almost like a point and click, but you can walk around. and you go to a house and your family's not there, and you'd have to investigate what in the hell happened to them.
Mhm.
And the story comes out all the way just through finding like find objects and messages and stuff like that. And I don't think there's any combat or anything, so yeah, could be interesting.
Now we can talk about what's our channels. Rip off TGS or co-optional.
All right, so what are you doing on your channel?
Well, I hate it when you do this to me. Always put me in the spotlight.
Well, you're the one who suggested it. I thought you were ready.
Oh. So I have Hellsound Dreams, Dead Space 3 with Relic, if he ever wants to record some of that again. Other things, yeah.
Okay, so that's all that's on your channel, apparently.
Yep. Go.
What about you, Relic?
Oh, I don't have a YouTube channel, so
Okay.
that's fast.
I think
Exactly.
I think every week we ask this and Relic doesn't say what he does, and then I just mention when it's on his channel. But alright, whatever. So nothing. Relic doesn't have a YouTube channel. I just finished Super Mario RPG, not yesterday, but very recently, so that's over. The thing I did with Companion and Douglas, that has one more episode left. I think Companion probably already has the last episode on his channel if you want to check that out. And Scribblenauts, that's going to be going on forever and never stop. So, and I just started Papers, Please, is going to be replacing the Mario slot, so that's going to be coming out every 3 days. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm just really worried people are going to give me spoilers that are going to change my chance because it's already happened once.
You probably shouldn't look at the comments now that you said that.
What, is there a Papers, Please spoiler?
No, I mean just never look at the comments.
Ever. I don't know. I might play more of that once this is out. And coming out in the future is a game called Gunpoint, which is amazing. It's not very long, but it's great. So I'm going to be doing that.
You could have backlogged the hell out of it to avoid spoilers.
Yes, but I played Papers, Please blind and didn't backlog it at all. That was the problem. So, yeah.
Well,
yeah. Also,
hopefully your son doesn't die.
Me and Relic, I think you and me, Relic, should actually set up an appointment to play Magicka, because I don't know if it's just going to happen randomly, because we can never find each other during the week.
Magicka doesn't exist. That's a fake game.
It exists.
What do you mean, Let's Play? He doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Well, I'll host it on my channel.
Does he have a Vimeo channel? Probably post it on there.
No, me and Relic need a play date to play that game. Like, my mom is going to call his mom, and we're going to set up a meet it in the park, and play with Legos and spinning Magicka. That needs to happen.
Make a computer out of Legos.
Yes, the Lego computer that will play Magicka with bits of RAM.
Oh God.
I'll just get a marker and type all the RAM.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. All right, that's about. I think is that it? Should we wrap it up?
That's probably about it.
I guess.
And then next week we'll have brand new stuff to talk about. Hopefully some awesome thing from Japan that we can let Cross go off on his own tangent about first, before actually telling him what the real specifics are of it.
Okay. And someone wants me to talk about space pirates versus zombies or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were going to say space something else.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the game. I only played it for like 5 seconds. Sorry, and the podcast is over. I don't know. There's nothing to say. I don't know anything about the game.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yep.
See you next week, or if we do it.
Later.